The transfer window has been remarkably quiet. I may fire my loan manager, though. I've had about 4 players who I've put on the loan list, or I've loaned them out, and he keeps rejecting the contracts offered to him, or where they're going, or the terms in the contracts. I'm not quite sure why. It's frustrating, to say the least. I've run into this before. You would think if you agreed to a deal, a third party, especially someone in your own coaching ranks, wouldn't say, no, you can't do that. At the same time, it's kind of what I hired him to do. I put him on the development list, and then he doesn't find loans for him. So I don't know. In some cases, loan managers can work out really, really well. In other cases, they do stuff like, hey, instead of getting 30 and 50%, we want 50 and 100%. It's like, that's not what was agreed to. Come on, let's honor the deal at least. So speaking of honoring the deal, I've got like 5 players who are opting out at the end of their contract this year. I'm not too upset by most of them, because we have been on a really good run. We beat Reims 5-1, and then we beat Everton 3-1. This was a really good game because Spark scored in the 20th minute, Padilla scored in the 60th, Polistri scored in the 81st. We gave up an extra time goal to Alderete in the 92nd minute. I was really hoping for the shutout, but a 3-1 victory I will definitely take. We beat Lorient 1-0. AS Saint-Priest must hate us, because I swear this is the 3rd time we've played them in the French Cup. We played them last year. Line to share. Was Organes, one is there. I may have played them in another save earlier in the year. The name just sticks out for me, but this is the 2nd year in a row that we played Saint-Priest. We beat them 4-1 this time. I played a lot of youngsters. Javier Bellman got the start and goal. A couple of guys came on, and Jordan I had to start simply because of who was available and that. And it's one of those cases where you don't want to start all your youngsters because, blind squirrel finds a nut, St. Priest beats you, and then you're in trouble with the board because you got knocked out of the French Cup 9th round to a lower league squad. We then turned around and beat Guingamp 2-1. We drew to Monaco 2-2. We had to claw the drawback on this one. And Jordan got a goal in the 35th minute. Altera got a goal in the 87th minute to claw the drawback. That was after Jordan scored an own goal in the 30th minute. It was a carom off him that went in. And then Jonathan Toss scored 3 minutes later. We did well to fight back. I don't think we earned a victory per se, but we did well to fight back. I'm quite happy with that. Then we beat Paris FC 4-1, and Jorn a brace of goals, Gaspar a goal, Polistri a goal. Currently, that leaves us sitting top of League 1 on 46 points. This is unexpected. I wasn't expecting to be this high. I thought we'd be top 4. I thought we'd be fighting it out, but PSG's having an off-season. Nice is kind of having an off-season. It's unexpected, but I'm going to live with it. Gaspar leaves us with 21 goals. And a 7.62 rating is Faustino and Jorn for the highest average rating on the team. João Tome has 9 assists. Van Hoysten has a 94% pass completion rating, and Jorn has 5 players of the matches. Andre and Takuro Inamori each have 8 yellow cards. Demir and João Tome each have 1 red card. And we are playing Dynamo Kiev today. And I am looking for is... Everybody's doing okay fatigue-wise. Burrell is injured. He picked up a knock. He'll be back tomorrow, but I can't put him on the bench. Lashad's unhappy because he was one of the guys that I tried loaning out. My loan manager said no, so he is leaving on a free. He's going to Young Boys at the end of the season. Yeah, this is what we're going to go with. It's going to be a Kube goal, Van Hoysten and Altera as the defensive backs, Inamori and Tome as the wing backs, Demir and Vettelson as the midfielders, and Jorn and Polistri as the attacking mids, with Gasparik and Komier up top as the strikers. Pushkin, Baranov, Stajik, Sirotovichenko, Show. Interesting name. Again. Yankov, Victor. Nino on the bench. Shepelev. Okay, not the best field conditions apparently. Altera with a nice clearance. I cannot see the ball worth a darn. Demir. Van Joren. It's not the wonder ball I was expecting. Goes out of bounds for a throw-in. The good news is my guys are in green, so they'll stand out a little bit more. Baranov throws it in, loses it. Inamori. Alter. Vettelson. Up to Tome. Tome tries pushing it up. Shaparenko, however, intercepts it. Skartov ends up with it. Almost loses it. Sirota, Shaparenko to Show. Loses the ball. This is going to be interesting. Vettelson. Tomier. Back out to Tome. Tome to Demir. Dispossessed by Gavrich. Gavich to Skyankov. Loses the ball off tear. Shaparenko gets it from Dynamo Kiev. He was offsides. He was way offsides. The flag was up. Altair runs down the ball. Vetlesen. Demir over to Inamori. Inamori to Anjorin. Back to Demir. Demir over to Vetlesen. Beats Tome. Tome crosses it. And Gasparik. He was fouled. It should be in a review, seriously. It should be Anjorin. Nice. I can't see the ball. I can't see the ball worth a darn. Can you guys? I would have thought with like a winter ball or something like that, it'd be like bright pink or something, but no, it's kind of this orange color that blends in. Yeah, if you were red-orange colorblind, if you were green-orange colorblind, rather, you'd be up a creek. Inamori on the throw-in. Gasparik. Gasparik sends it back to Akube, who was like really far out of his goal. And Hodgson all the way up to Tome on the right. Tome feeds Polistri. Polistri feeds Akomier. Akomier tries crossing it to Gasparik, but Baranov got in his way. It was a good block by Baranov. Inamori, however, recovers the pass and does something where he ends up kicking the ball like 3 yards high and 5 yards right. But we go into half with a 1-0 lead. Oh, kickoff highlight. Demir. Van Hoytston. Inamori. Anjorin. Demir. Mori. Anjorin. Comier loses the ball. Sirota gets it up to Skyankov. And his pass, or his attempt rather, is blocked. Skyankov. Is it in? Oh. Sterenko scores. Are they going to call him offsides? There was so many people in there, and the way the ball looped in, you couldn't be sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's one of those situations where stuff happens. We're going to bring Andre on for Vetlesen. Comier's not having the best game. We're going to bring on Agadello. Penalty kick from distance. Shaparenko. They score. Nuts. Okay, guys. That's there. Ube. Andre. Out to Tome. Tome driving forward. Holds it up. Back to Andre. Sends it in. And Jordan is there, but he's over the crossbar. Baranov to Borokov. Show. Dayik. Shaparenko. Pino. And that was interesting. Okay. Guys, we went to the very attacking about 10 minutes ago, and instead it's corner kick. Sirota scored, not quite sure how. I still can't see the freaking ball. I mean, it's... Well, I don't have my mouse on, but... Anymore. Altair. Gotta bring the ball up, guys. Need a goal. Doesn't matter if we're not... Okay, I don't know how Tome recovered that. Agadello, back to Tome. Tome sends it in. Gaspar can't get a foot on it. Ah, it's going to be game. Come on, ref. Blow the whistle. Thank you. Well, we outshot them, but we didn't have as many on target. We are in 20th place. We might be able to eke our way past 16th. We need a victory. And a lot of goals. So we are going to play Angers offline and come back for Feyenoord, who are currently in 6th place. And they're going to, yeah, they're not going to rest their starters. And it doesn't matter anyways, because we were eliminated. So it doesn't matter what we do against Feyenoord. Question is, do we go down to the conference? I don't think we do. Well, okay, you know what? We're going to take a look at this. Check the rules out. Knockoff playoff round. Losers qualify for the Conference League. Okay, we're still in European. Well, yeah, it's European football. That's okay. Save the game here real quick, and then we will be back with our match against Feyenoord in just a bit. Well, the Angers match went really well. We beat them 4-1. We got a little bit of help when Siopsis was sent off on the 34th minute. Gasparik, a hat trick's worth of goals, including one in the 89th minute. I want Gasparik to get the hat trick. I don't know why. It was, you know, he's good. He's young. I figured he'll recover in enough time. Sporza got to go in the 58th minute as well. So we're playing Feyenoord today. It's the last game of our European League phase. If we win, because we're on 8 points, if we win, we should do well enough to get one of the European Championship qualifications. I believe we already qualified. So what we're going to have today is a Kube in goal, Fjellheim and Van Hoytsen as the defensive backs, Arambaro and Tome as the wing backs, Demir and Vetlesen as the mids, Zanga and Polistri as the attacking mids, Gasparik and Agadello up top as the strikers. I need to change him. It's not our strongest squad on paper, but it's still a good squad. I think I've finally got the balance figured out where I have good young players and good older players and contributors of both ages. My mistake last year with Crystal Palace was doing a youth movement and forgetting that the youth takes time to grow into their roles. And at the end of the save, we weren't anywhere near where I thought we should have been. Oh, kickoff highlight. Lichtenstein to Ego. Antoff. Mukele? Antoff. Ego. Mukele. Antoff. Mulinson. Ego. All the way back to Bulow. Go. Allen. Durrami. Ross, the field. Waldemar. Crosses it in. Pavlidis is there, but it goes wide. Ian. Hanko. Ego. Michele. Back to Antoff. Antoff to Ego. And Hoytsen intercepts that. Agadello gets it to Vetlesen. He tries beating Gasparik, but it was an errant pass. The defender had no problem stopping that. Walmark out to Jeremy. Jeremy crosses it in. Pavlidis is there, but this time he does not miss and puts it in the corner of the net for a goal. Waldmark. Oh, he got that in? Okay. Zanga into the crowd. Bulow. A nice save. I'm not a fan of the ball that they're using. Van Hoytsen. Armbaro. Back to Fjellheim. Back to Van Hoytsen. To Vetlesen. Needs Agadello. Agadello back to Vetlesen. He goes long out to Tome. Tome's got room to work with. No one really to help him, though. Gets it to Polistri. Polistri to Vetlesen. Demir, top of the box. Bulow, very nice save. Zanga on the corner kick. Is it in? Knocked away. That is half. We are down 2-0. That is just... I yelled, but I didn't throw anything. I'm not that upset at them. Feyenoord's a good squad. You know, going down 2-0, it's not out of the realm of reason, shall we say. I'm going to bring Arambaro over. Bring on Inamore. We're going to bring on Jean-Luc for a goal. Gasparik is not having a good game either. Bring on the Samba. Pavlidis. Mulinstern. Rami's going to run that down. Oh, Pavlidis at the post. I thought that was going in for a minute. More on the throw to Yoda. Loses the ball. Vetlison. To Agadello. Agadello loses it. Guys, come on. You're better than this. Darami. He's fouled. Oh, Kube blocked it. Montola to Henko. Ends it up the field. Darami. He's getting by my defender there. Belinga. Yota. Back out to Montola. Crosses it in. Delinga's there. That was frustrating. We ended up in 23rd place. I don't know that that's good enough for a playoff or a spot. What's going to happen? Qualify for the knockoff round. What does that entail? Next day here. Question is, I don't know when that is. Coming up, don't know who we're playing. That was frustrating. We had our chances. We had our chances in both games. We didn't perform. I don't know what to say exactly about that. You know, the team is good, but they're not good enough. They've met somebody who is above their level of competition, but I could say the same thing for Everton, and I could say the same thing for Midtjylland, and we had no problems beating them. So maybe the guys are tired. Maybe they just had off days. I don't know. It's just frustrating. I was really hoping we get a little bit further in European football, but given how we finished last season, this is not an unexpected performance. We did okay though. I mean, would I be happier with our performance? Yes, I could be, but we qualified. We had a very tough group. Real Hispalis, Sporting, St. Gallen's a good squad. Everton's a good squad. Dynamo Kiev is a good squad. Feyenoord's a good squad. Midtjylland's a good squad. I mean, there's no horrible bad teams that there's no horrible bad teams that luck their way into European football, is there? So we just had off days on the days we didn't need to have off days. But on the other hand, we're still top of Ligue 1. We are 6 points ahead of Nice and 7 points ahead of PSG. I like our chances of finishing top 4. I don't know that we can hold on to first place. I really don't. So the transfer window closes here in a couple of days. I don't know that we're going to be making any moves. So, you know, I got players who were wanted, but no one's made offers for them. And at the same time, I'm not really interested in moving anybody unless, you know, Agadello's opting out of his contract. If someone wants to pick him up now, more power to him. Shot is leaving on a free transfer. You know, we got some other ones. Domenech, I'm trying to move, and no one is interested in him. Georgie, I'll move. We'll see what happens there. So Comia picked up a knock. He'll be back in a little bit. So, you know, and once we don't qualify, well, you know, whatever happens in Europe afterwards, we'll take a look at where we stand. What we'll do is we'll come back for probably this second game in Lyon here. At some point in time, the youth intake is going to crop up around here as well. Then we'll do the youth intake in a game after that, and then we'll play Montpellier to round out this season. So, not the best episode in terms of game performance. I can appreciate that. Like I said, the guys are doing well. We're first place in Ligue 1. I can take consolation in that for now. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please have a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticisms, comments. Leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM23. I thank you for watching.